Welcome to the award-winning Saints Happy Hour podcast. Seriously, this podcast has won awards. American standards are dropping every day. The show features Ralph, the best host in the world, who can barely pronounce his own name, much less anyone else's.
Marcus Calloway.
Dave is that dude who loves taking bathroom breaks. He's mad about almost anything, so make sure to lower your volume when he speaks.
Put that freaking clown meme back up that I made. Jesus Christ.
Andrew has sources, watches tapes, and knows football. He rarely shows up on time and wants to commit crimes to help the Saints win.
Sean Payton would have done illegal things. Don't tell me I'm wrong, because you know it's true.
Oh, and there's also Kevin, who is great at doing mock drafts, but struggles to actually watch Saints games or have a functioning relationship.
Budrich wants to know how the doctor's doing.
That ended.
Anyway, grab a drink, sit back, and enjoy the insanity.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of the Saints Happy Hour podcast. As always, we are brought to you by Hard Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey. We are doing a live Saints Happy Hour mailbag because you guys did 4 straight weeks of $100 donations where I had to drink something horrible. And every time we do 4 straight weeks, we do the mailbag live right after the show. The only downside, Thomas, is they didn't do the extra donating, so I didn't drink the
There's
dark
still time. They still can do it during the mailbag.
Doing the mailbag, $50. I will drink the dark cherry vanilla whiskey. This actually looks really good. I think dark cherry vanilla whiskey with a little Coke, a little cherry Coke would be amazing. That sounds delicious.
Where's Dave?
So I don't know where Dave is gone. Andrew's gone. Am I going to be doing this spell? Who Dat Ambush says you better bring the puke bucket. I think Dave wasn't paying attention when we did the behind the scenes before the show, the prep, and he forgot that we were going right after and doing this mailbag. So he forgot. I want to say this about the Saints this week. I'm really curious, Thomas, and people in the chat can interject. This is potentially, I think, going to be the angriest, surliest Saints crowd that we've had in the Superdome for about 20 years. Because you had struggles with Sean Payton, and you had the 7-9 doldrums, but you haven't had this where we hate the coach, we hate the quarterback, Dave. And I was telling Thomas this. Do you think Sunday is going to be the surliest, angriest Saints crowd that we've had since you've had tickets for sure? For me, I'm trying to probably the end of Ditka, the Saints. This crowd, if they start out bad versus Carolina, this crowd isn't having it at all. I think this crowd, there's a significant portion of people, Dave, that are going to be going to the game Sunday. They want to boo. They're going to wake up mad that they have to go to the Saints game because they have tickets. No, well, surly crowd Sunday, I think.
Are we on the show? Did I miss
Yes,
the start
we are.
of the show?
We missed the start of the show.
And Andrew just left?
Andrew just left. It's bedtime. He's old.
Whatever. All right. That's very valid. I mean, honestly, I said on the big show, this was the fact that they were, it was laughable that they were, boo, yay, boo, yay, every time Derek Carr came off and every time he went back on and Taysom came off. They're already at that point. I don't think they need to get to that point. I think they're already at that point. The good news is maybe there's not going to be a lot of fans there. So maybe it won't be that loud. I don't know. We'll see. But I wasn't around for I wasn't there for the paper bag days. So I don't know how bad.
I wasn't there for the paper bag day. I wasn't there for paper bag days. I started with Mora. I was at the end of Ditka was really bad. I think if they beat Carolina and they start out good, people will be. But man, if they start out slow, people are going to be surly.
Yeah. Very true.
So Thomas, what's the first question you got for us?
Yeah, maybe
that wasn't the first question.
No, it was just me killing time because you weren't here.
Oh,
Maybe let's take first question from the chat from Wargoat. Wargoat is bulky, if I remember
I'm
correctly.
eating Barbie fruit snacks.
Wow.
He asks, how would Jameis 101 take it if he QBs the team to a loss to the Panthers?
I mean, Jameis 101 is fully committed to the bit. It's never Jameis's fault. Jameis could go 12 of 30 with 4 picks, 2 fumbles, and the Saints could lose 40-7. It's not Jameis's fault. Like, Jameis 101 is fully committed to the bit. What I think is the most fun scenario, Dave, is not that they lose and they play bad. Like, no. The funnest scenario to me is Saints win. They win comfortably, but Jameis is kind of ass. Like, the Saints win like 31-10, and Jameis is like 12 of 26 for $145, 2 touchdowns and a pick and a fumble. And then all the Jameis people can explain to us how no. Actually, he was really efficient and he needs to be the starter forever.
Let the gas.
Your cat disagrees, man.
Wait. Am I supposed to add to that? What was the original question? I got lost in Ralph's answer. I'm so present and in the moment that.
How would Jameis 101 take it if we lost to the Panthers?
Jameis is terrible.
Yeah, leave the question on the screen. I'm very forgetful, Thomas. Leave the question.
This is the one from the chat.
No, I mean,
I can't keep on the screen.
Ralph has a point. I can't recall any time where I've ever seen Jameis 101 have any type of honest opinion about Jameis and say, well, he didn't have a good game. Like, I mean, like, it's he and I don't know if that he wouldn't. I don't know if it's that he wouldn't admit it. I think that he's just like, he's very good with like PR or whatever, and he just always constantly focuses on only the positives, and he will just always avoid. It's very political.
Outspoken.
It's just very not outspoken. He's just very he's very
great
political.
hype man. He's the
yeah,
best.
well, he's very political. Like if you say something negative, he diverts it to positive.
He's a diplomat.
No, he's not a dip. None of these words are appropriate. None of these words are appropriate. A diplomat, in my opinion, a diplomat would be willing to compromise and
he's
negotiate.
He's a politician.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like a spin. I would say like he's more like a spin doctor.
Sure.
But here's the thing.
We're getting closer now, guys.
Budrich asked, how many more quarterbacks have to die before the O-line gets upgraded? That's a great question, Budrich. Probably at least 2 more.
Only the bad ones. Only the bad ones.
Sacrifice Jameis and Hainer, and then maybe Hainer gets carted off. They'll upgrade. Thomas, what's next?
The football gods need blood, guys. All right. Next question from Saints Rabbit from Discord. What is our fastest path out of this mess, and what instead are the Saints going to do?
The fastest path.
They're gonna keep DA.
The fastest path out of this mess, honestly, that's probably a question that Andrew would be able to answer better.
No, I know it.
Realistic.
It's really simple, but go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Hire a good coach. It's not a quarterback. It's not fix an offensive line. It's not hire a good coach. I don't agree. I don't give a shit you could fucking bring Belichick in here. Belichick's washed.
He is in New England, but you better believe when he decides he's going to start his second career, he's going to come out with guns a-blazing. There's no way Belichick is going to go somewhere and shit the bed. But I don't. Anyway, whoever. I don't care who. You could bring the ghost of Lombardi to the Saints. He ain't winning shit with Derek Carr. Okay, miss me with that.
Disagree.
This isn't the coaches. And I know you disagreed. We've established that. You gave your viewpoint. Now I'm giving my viewpoint, and they're differing viewpoints. Also, the people who are on Pete Carmichael's ass, I think that's ridiculous. You know why I think that's ridiculous? You got Taysom Hill out there. Pete Carmichael is inventive enough that he runs an offense where they are constantly putting in and taking out Taysom Hill and doing all kinds. Pete Carmichael is not the effing problem. The people on the field trying to do what Pete Carmichael wants them to do, that's the problem.
You don't think
the Twitter
would help
account
him,
that's
though?
doing the photoshopping Pete Carmichael's face into a movie scene or television scene until Pete Carmichael gets fired. First of all, that's not going to entice me to want Pete Carmichael to get fired. I think it's very funny, and I want to continue to see you photoshopping Pete Carmichael into movie scenes. So as far as I'm concerned, you're motivating me.
Keep Carmichael forever.
Yeah, no, I want Carmichael to live on forever because I want you to have to do this.
You want him to
for
get
years.
like he's using
You know what?
Photoshop him into silent film.
Yeah, you know what? You want an offensive coordinator that's committed to the team? I want a Twitter account that's committed to photoshopping Pete Carmichael into scenes for years, okay? Lock in, buddy. I want to see this for years. How devoted to the Saints are you?
Do you think?
Because if Pete Carmichael is on this team in 2025, I better be getting daily Pete Carmichael Photoshop updates.
Do you think? Because you're making the argument that it's not Pete Carmichael, it's not the good.
It's not. It's Derek Carr.
Do you think if
Derek Carr is the numero
if
uno?
the Saints had Sean
That's my
Payton,
answer to Saints Rabbit's question. The fastest path out of this is Derek Carr, but the problem is you can't get that screws you for money, and it's not possible. But if you're talking about on the field, getting rid of Derek Carr and getting a better quarterback, I think that instantly fixes this team.
I feel like if
that will overcome DA's shortcoming.
If the Saints found the next elite coach, they could be a 500 team next year. Like if you had a Sean Payton quality coach now, the Saints would be 7-5
with Derek Carr quarterback.
Yes,
and
the Saints would be 7-5. They'd be 7-5. I'm not saying they'd be great. I'm just saying they'd be 7-5 and in first place in the South. That's all.
No, well, all right. I don't know.
What you saying?
I don't know. I more Taysom.
Listen,
the fastest path. That's right. The fastest path out of this net is more Taysom. Honestly, that's my real answer.
Listen, people in the comments on YouTube and on Twitter, they're like, all you do is post YouTube Taysom highlights to YouTube. That's all your entire channel is just Taysom highlights. I'm like, yeah, you know why? Because you motherfuckers, you will watch Taysom Hill highlights all day and all night. It's the 5 most viewed things on our website are Taysom Hill highlights. People are still clicking on the highlights from the Seattle game last year. It's like at 30,000 views. So that's, I'm just saying. Thomas, what's next?
Everybody loves Taysom.
It is true.
All right.
Except the
next
nerds.
question.
Everybody loves Taysom.
Not that many questions from the chat, guys. I'm surprised. Okay, next question from Aldi Marini.
Let me know if you need a question. I got some questions.
Aldi Marini. Santa can bring you one thing to make the rest of the Saints season bearable. From selective amnesia to
Jesus, got dark.
100 proof IPA. What is that one thing?
Ooh.
From selective amnesia. I already kind of gave a real answer. Not a real answer, but Santa can bring you one thing to make the rest of the Saints season bearable. Not okay.
Can he bring us Patrick Mahomes or something?
Well, and the two things that they suggest are like not actual real Saints things. Like, are we supposed to give a real Saints?
I would want one of those things that chills your shots, and I could chill the shot, and I could just have chilled shots of hard hide strawberry whiskey. That would make the season very bearable. Like if I had one of those complicated, I could just do chilled shots. That would be so good.
I've heard opioids are nice.
Opioids. Like maybe like a food, like what would, what food would, if the Saints were going to go 5-12 and you were like, I got to have one food to like make it all better. Like what would,
well, honestly, I'm kind of living that right now because the McRib is back. So,
oh my God,
it's been bearable. It's been bearable. Honestly, the McRib is the only reason why I can even still do this podcast right now. Thanks, Ray Kroc.
Right. Did he invent the McRib? I've never had a McRib. Never had a McRib.
What? You've never had a McRib? We used to have pork rib heroes at my high school, like for lunch, like once a month.
I don't think we have such thing in Poland even.
I'm sure you don't. I'm sure your government wouldn't allow that.
I mean,
like our
I've
government.
I've never had a McRib. I've never had a Big Mac.
Why not?
Like I don't eat. I hate.
Wait,
McDonald's.
you've never had a Big Mac?
No.
Wait, what? Seriously? Yeah. Okay, that's crazy.
Big Mac fucking sucks, man. Come on.
Okay, but still, like, Thomas has had a Big Mac. Case in point, he lives in Poland. Thomas.
I mean, every country has their own signature sandwich.
You've never had a
I've never had a Big Mac. I got sick when I got sick when I went to one of those McDonald's birthdays when I was a kid when they used to have the little playland with the Hamburglar. I got sick. I got sick eating a McDonald's hamburger, and I just don't eat them. Like I'll eat chicken nuggets, I'll eat the breakfast, but I don't eat their hamburgers.
Okay, two things. One, you were looking for ideas for the live show, so you can add Ralph eating a Big Mac to the fucking rundown. I can guarantee you that. I'm bringing quite a few many Big Macs.
If the Saints, I'll make a commitment right now. If the Saints, if the Saints win the next two games,
no, you're eating a Big Mac at the live show.
Maybe the Big Mac at the live show. But if the Saints win the next two games, I will eat another Big Mac on the live show to preview the Rams game.
Yeah, and also so number two, we're not doing shots anymore for live shows. If you donate, if we get 10,000 bits in donations, Ralph will eat a quarter pounder with cheese. And then if we get another 10,000 bits, Ralph will then eat a Big Mac.
I don't think I've ever had a quarter pounder. Like I just don't.
I would assume not. I
just don't eat with cheese. I don't.
Well, that is something wild.
I've had probably like 1 million chicken nuggets and McDonald's chicken nuggets. I love McDonald's chicken nuggets.
When was wait? As an adult?
Yeah,
you're eating chicken nuggets as an adult?
Oh yeah, the 20.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that, man?
20 chicken nuggets, fries, and a Coke.
I don't know. I feel like eating chicken nuggets as an adult is kind of like wearing a jersey when you're over 30. Like you just don't do it.
I made chicken nuggets myself, man. Come on.
What do you mean you made them yourself? Like you killed the chicken?
Chicken nuggets aren't real chicken. What? Get the hell out of here.
I cook chicken nuggets myself.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like I cook chicken nuggets myself because I take them out of the bag, out of the freezer, and I put them in the air fryer.
No, like I cut the meat like.
Really? Okay.
He's battering the chicken. He's making them from scratch.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking.
He's making them from scratch.
That is totally different.
Aldi Marino Dino Nuggets. I'm a parent. I know what Dino Nuggets is. Believe me.
Yeah, Dino Nugget. Right. Do you like the Tyrannosaurus or the Stegosaurus? Which one tastes better, Ralph?
Wargo says it's been established that while Ralph may be in his late 40s, he is not an adult. Tough but fair.
This is true.
Tough but fair.
I definitely think I may be the most mature person on this podcast.
I mean, my wife, when she gets mad all the time, she says, "I'm raising two children. I'm raising two children." She says that probably 4 times a day.
I mean, she does have to lay out your clothes.
That's it. I mean, I'm
looking for that soundbite right now, man.
You mean the panties your mother laid out for
himself in the morning now?
It's true. Who did ambush us? She has to dress too. I'm excited to see what I'll be wearing.
My God. I mean, you really, I mean, like, if you hadn't found Selly,
I'd be homeless under a bridge.
I mean, my God, you'd have to thank the Lord above every day.
See, now that's the thing, Dave. The Lord, he didn't give me a good body, but he gave me everything else.
Yeah.
Like everything else in my life is really, really good. I just have a horrible body. It says she has to dress too. She's fed up. Thomas, what's next?
All right, final question from the man, the myth, the legend, Monadula.
No, it's Money Doula?
Yeah, I added, why.
Why? Why?
The question is, should we strip car for its parts, or do we want to make it a father/son project where we tinker on it for 5 years, dreaming of a future it once might bring us to our destination.
Well, that is just some deep
great
shit.
question.
Monadula may be working on some of his own personal shit just based on that question. But should we strip car? I don't know. What parts? I guess my question would be is what parts are we going to take this car with 2 R's?
I mean,
what
I don't
parts
know.
would you take from that car?
The only thing that's really
Yeah,
The
impressive-
eyeliner.
The
The eyeliner
eyeliner.
and sell
The
it and
eye-
sell it.
Seriously, the only thing that's impressed me about Carr all year is he could take a
The
beating.
whining. Yeah, well, that's
He could
true.
take- he could take a-
no.
he could-
Actually, that's incorrect. He can't take a beating. Taysom can take a beating. Okay, he can't take a beating. He gets hit and then that's it. He takes hard hits. I'm not saying they're not hard hits, but if he could take a beating, he would take those hits and then he would still be playing. By the definition of what you're saying,
It's true. The thing is
Taysom
with
tougher. Mormons, they're built different.
the thing with Carr is that he hasn't been good, and everybody that said he wasn't good has taken a victory lap. But Dave, I'm surprised at the Carr experience in this sense. Everybody said he's not tough. You pressure him, he'll cave,
Oh, that's
and all
true.
that. Like the one thing that I am shocked, like he's a tough son of a bitch. Like he's got the crap kicked out of him, and he keeps coming back, and he doesn't miss games. But like everything else has been horrible. It's just it's gone badly, which I didn't think it would be this badly, obviously. But it's been a weird experience, the Carr experience for me. Has it been like weird in the sense of the
It's been weird. It's been weird only in the sense because I have to admit when he came, I was genuinely thinking like he was good enough. I really felt like we had a good defense. We really just needed somebody who could. They didn't have to be great. They just had to be good. They had to be decent. And I really thought Derek Carr was at least capable of that. And what's most surprising is that I don't think I realized how meh he really is as a quarterback. But he's not getting any help from the offensive line. He's not getting any help from the offense.
I mean, he's taking a beat.
And he's taking hard hits.
And we're stuck with him for 2 years.
2 years? 2 years or just the rest of this year and next year?
I would say probably.
Are you talking about 2024 and 2025?
I think 2024 and 2025.
Okay, see, I was unaware of that. I thought we were just stuck with him for 2024. Like I can do one more. This is like prison. This is like when you're in prison thinking about like what you can do mentally, like what you're mentally and physically capable of doing. And like I had kind of talked myself up. I could do one more year of Derek Carr, but I cannot do 2 more years. Like that's no. No.
Maybe they'll do
No
one more
way.
year, and Mickey Loomis will let us out for good behavior.
Yeah, no, I'm like my kid
After-
will be in college by then. Like, no, we can't have
my
this.
So,
You go
Guys,
on
thank-
parole or something.
You want any more questions? You want one of my questions? Are we good?
Maybe I
What
have
do
a
you
fast one. I don't know.
hit me a question? Hit me with a question.
One of my questions? No.
Yeah, one of yours.
I keep saving questions because I want to wait until we are all together. So let me I'm gonna still try and do that.
Dave's
wanna
looking for a
save that one.
perverted one.
I want to save
Yeah.
that one. Well, I want to save some for the show, for the live show potentially.
Yeah, and we're gonna have by the live show. We're gonna have like a round table where people.
All right,
can
well,
ask
here's
us
one.
anything.
Okay,
here's
okay,
one. So fire at us.
Ralph, would you prefer aliens or Jesus to be real?
That's a great question.
I know it is.
That's a great question. I mean, like
You already know my answer to that, Dave.
aliens being real would be like it would
I
be
definitely do not want Jesus to be real. So
No,
I'll take aliens.
no. But if Jesus is real, then there's like an afterlife. And
No, you're nice.
see, if aliens are real, Dave, I can't ask the aliens like, "Why did you do this to me?" Why did you give me cerebral palsy? Like, I can't ask the aliens that.
Well, no, the aliens don't necessarily. The aliens aren't necessarily in control of what happened. Like they're just
That's
they're
right,
just
but
out there.
But if Jesus is real, like I know when I die, I get to meet him, and I can be like, "What the hell, man? What the hell?"
Wait a minute. Who says you get to meet Jesus when you die? If Jesus is real and hell and heaven and all that stuff are real, you think you're going to heaven? You
like
think you get to meet Jesus?
well, no, but he might before he would send me
Jesus
to
has
hell.
seen what
Like
you've
before
done
he
after
sends me to hell,
thinking.
he has to answer my question.
Wait, he has to answer your question?
Yeah, my question.
Is that how that
Like,
works?
why? Why? He'd probably be like, "Why not go to hell, cripple?"
You're gonna be
Oh
the first
damn,
person.
Bulky in the chat. Spitting fire.
You're going to be the first person that goes to the pearly gates, and you ask St. Peter the questions instead of
Yeah,
the other
War
way.
God. It says aliens probed me too hard, and he knocked out my arm. That could see the aliens might have. I didn't think of that. Aliens could answer why I'm crippled. I didn't think. What if Jesus is an alien?
Yeah, that's right.
I did think it's my answer. What about you? You wouldn't want aliens?
I'm going with aliens.
See, though, you wouldn't worry that like the aliens would like kill us all.
No, because I would assume that they would have done that already. So, I mean, I'm serious.
like if the aliens come to visit us, it's not going to be bad because if they wanted us dead, we'd already be dead.
The universe is too big for aliens to visit us, man. That's the truth.
To visit us?
Yeah.
Do you think that the universe is too big for aliens not to exist?
No, they certainly do exist, but it's like
Okay.
they are too far.
Ooh,
they are too far.
This is a great question from Ozman in the chat. Choose one. 5-12, DA fired, draft Jaden Daniels, hire Brian Flores, or 9-8, win the South, lose in the NFC Championship game, but you keep DA.
Oh Jesus!
This year?
Yeah.
I take option A.
Oh,
Knowing that we lose in the NFC Championship game, it's like what's the point? What's the point?
Oh, but Dave.
Like if the question was get to the championship game and like maybe you win the NFC Championship game, then I would take that. But knowing that I lose in the NFC Championship game, no.
Man,
Is James the starter in the second scenario?
Oh, that's a
Doesn't
great.
matter.
We want the
I don't know.
crazy James experience in the second scenario.
Here's the thing, though. If the Saints go 9-8, that's 4 more wins, and you get 2 playoff wins, and you get a home playoff win, probably against the Cowboys. Ooh, I know Jaden Daniels is good. I love him. He's LSU. I really like.
I don't
Brian.
even like Jaden Daniels. I don't even give a shit about Jaden Daniels.
Brian Flores is my personal choice for the Saints.
Yeah.
If they fire DA, he's who I want. I think he's a great coach.
I want this more for Brian Flores than for Jaden Daniels.
And the Saints can be going back. They can, if they hire Brian Flores, they can go back to being NFL villain number 1. Goodell will just hate them because Brian Flores can coach the Saints and sue the NFL at the same time. Just be great. So this one is a really hard one. But like, even though it's not in the Saints' long-term interests and it's not the good choice, playoff wins are like crack cocaine to me. I can't say no to 2 playoff wins. I can't.
I hate it's actually the exact opposite, I think, Ralph, for me. Like playoff wins that don't end up that end up being meaningless. I have no tolerance.
Oh my
for.
God. Because here's the thing. Like if they go in the playoffs,
money for it,
they beat Dallas.
$600 richer.
You might go to Philadelphia and beat the Eagles, or if the 49ers are the 1 seed, you go to the 49ers and beat the Niners. Oh my God. To beat the Niners in the playoffs.
And, but my thing is like all the excitement of those wins. Like it's because it's because you feel like you have a chance because you've just you just punched your ticket to the next round, and you feel like anything can happen in the next round, and you can win the next round. And knowing that that's not happening, it's like, again, what's the?
Yeah, I can stuff it out. I watch the Bears and Rex
You
Grossman
have
kick
like the
Saints
mind
in
of a
the nuts.
goldfish. You can't think past 15 seconds and 2 feet past your face.
That's true. It's true. I'm dreading eating this Big Mac at the live show.
I'm excited about this.
Oh,
Make sure I remember to buy multiple Big Macs.
Dreading the Big Mac.
I am dreading the Big Mac.
It's delicious. I love Big Macs. They're not as good as McRibs, but I love. And I will buy a McRib too, and I will have. Does
the Big Mac? Does it have tomatoes on it?
No.
Oh, good. I don't like it.
I think it does. I think it does. At least here.
Okay. Look, Polak. Do not even start to argue with me about what the F is on the official burger of America. All right, mother effer.
Hey, they are that cheap that they don't have tomatoes on Big Mac in the US. Come on, man.
There are no tomatoes. No, there's a freaking song about it. It's
fucking lettuce, cheap McDonald's, man, in the US.
Lettuce to wait.
Fucking imposters.
Wait a minute. Is there tomato? No, there's no tomato. I don't think there's.
I think there is, man. Cucumber, tomato.
No. Yeah, here's the song. 2 all beef patties, cheese, pickles, onion on a the special sauce on a sesame seed bun.
There you go. Shredded lettuce.
I forgot special.
All right.
No tomatoes. Which is why I like Big Macs, because I don't believe that tomatoes belong on I don't believe that tomatoes belong on most sandwiches. When I get po' boys dressed, I always say dressed, no tomato.
I can agree to that.
Yeah, dressed, no tomato. That's my go.
Right. Well, thanks to everybody for hanging out with us. I hope everybody in the live stream, I hope they got their live show tickets, because it's gonna be amazing. And Dave, I mean this sincerely. Like the first 2 we did at Tracy's and at Port Orleans were fantastic and fun, but this one gonna be the best one yet by far, I think. And
here's hoping. Here's hoping.
So everybody that hung out with us for the mailbag, thanks for joining us. Thanks for Thomas staying up late running the show back in Poland. Thanks for supporting the show. All of this happens because you guys support the show. Thanks for joining us. And if you're not a patron, go to saintshappyhour.com and become one. So for Dave, for Thomas, I'm Ralph. Thanks for joining us. And we will see you at Sports Drink live Friday night.